that blue side is very, very bulky in their top jungle mid. We probably need to see anti-healing come out.
Assuming we get a red cane, I think, this game.
Yeah, assuming red cane, they have a very, very bulky front line.
Because this cane could easily go blue cane just by camping all of mid and bot side, because it's 3 range champions right there too. It's up to this cane, and I think it has a lot of free roam, especially since cane clears, I think, faster than Amumu this patch, I'm pretty sure. Until Amumu gets, I think Sunfire is the breakpoint, but I don't really know. I don't play enough jungle to understand the clear speeds enough, so hopefully I'm slightly right in that.
We shall see. I do think the early game is going to be very important for red side. Bot lane has to scale. I think see how much of a lead Mordekaiser can try to get himself in the early.
I want to say, I feel like I think it was as we were kind of saying earlier, they have to win out the early game, I feel like, because the later this game goes, that Camille's getting bigger, the team on the blue side is just getting tankier, and with Aphelios and Ryze as your DPS, you might be able to shred that, assuming you hit your item power spikes properly. If you hit like your 3 item power spike of probably... Do you want to go Gale Force this game as Aphelios? I don't know.
I think you might have to go...
Gale Force just to not hit by Lux or Sylas or Everfrost?
The loss of damage could be rough, especially because Kayn is taking Conqueror. He does look like he's going red.
It's a red Kayn probably on, yeah. But here's my other inherent issue, is that what champion on the red side can itemize Grievous properly? Because the best candidate is probably a Mumu, actually. Directed camera is fine for now, I think. We can... If you want to head into interface visibility, like the eye at the bottom right there, we can pull the time controls off, since they're probably not going to be rewinding at all.
Yeah, time control off.
And then if you want to like click and drag the chat window to be like bottom left or something, like above the... Oh.
It goes away automatically.
It goes away sometimes, yeah. So it'll come up like here, and then you can hit enter, I think, right? If you're able to.
Yeah, pull chat with enter. You can move it.
I think you can pull up chat with enter, and then you can like drag the chat window to be like closer to the, just like
bottom left. That works.
Bottom left, like right there above the little target frame. Yeah.
Looks like Aphelios has flashed.
Aphelios has started his flash level 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here we see a DC and a reconnect. Hopefully no connection issues for Camille.
We're looking in Twitch chat right now. They're asking who are we playing today. I'm forgetting names off the top of my head.
Hebron
High School from Carrollton, Texas. So yeah, so we're looking at Kayn starting as Raptors. Oh, actually, Kayn's an enemy Raptors right now. So
interesting, an invade start.
I don't think Hudson was coordinated to see the, I guess, jungle, to watch the jungle entrance there. I think Ryze was standing in mid lane. So they have no idea Kayn is there.
They placed the word Pixel.
Well, actually, they placed the word Pixel. So did Kayn queue over the wall? I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, we were not paying attention. I
wasn't paying attention to that, sorry. But yeah, a Lux Q lands. That's a really big chunk. Aphelios can't flash. Aphelios has to heal.
And the headshot finishes.
Ooh. The flash from Aphelios actually matters there.
Yeah, and it's actually Camille mid. It's actually Camille mid, Sylas top.
Camille mid, Sylas top. Because, yeah, I already said that Sylas struggles a lot into Ryze. So I think this is actually the better matchup for Sylas into Mord and Camille into Ryze, respectively. That's actually pretty smart from Hebron.
It's a lot lost bot lane.
Okay, we see Ryze slow pushing out mid lane. This is about how the lane dynamic goes. Sylas, that poke is actually coming out pretty interestingly from the Prestige Academia Lux, everyone. Very expensive skin. But can we see a top lane gank on the top? And it burns the flash. The E-chains land off of Sylas. Can they actually convert to a kill? I don't think so.
No, he's safe.
He's out. Yeah.
That is a flash.
Mordekaiser burns flash. A root is found on the Caitlyn. I feel like hitting maybe one auto or a Q there to get the soul might be good, but...
a DC from Kayn, they're having some connection issues.
Connection issues, yeah.
He does look like he's back. That's good.
The Aphelios is getting poked out, I think, as the lane is expected to be. The flash W misses the E-chains! He whiffs the E-chains!
We saw an emo. We saw an emo.
We saw an emo. Wait, we're looking at Amumu's getting caught in the top front jungle too. That's a death there, and Amumu was caught in a 1v3 with flash, but Silas can catch up. Ooh, not a very pretty early game.
A lot of suns being burned.
Mordekaiser will die here, I think. Oh,
he gets away.
He gets away.
No HP. Another snare.
The snare comes out, and I think the snares are what's keeping the Senna alive right now. We're seeing the lanes go basically about as we expected. We see mid lane trades here. A little bit of a light trade from between the Camille and the Ryze. The Camille passive shield is actually helping a lot in terms of those trades, making them slightly favoring Camille while it's up. Okay, Camille with the Q. The W doesn't find its root, actually. I think that was a mistake. Yeah.
That's rough. The last bit of her mana, she takes that kill.
Last bit of her mana. Ryze didn't actually use the empowered W to get a root off in the Camille, so he didn't actually keep the Camille in spot and like stuck with the roots.
Invading gets found.
This is a little duel here. I think Amumu walks out of this. Yeah, there's no way Kane has a DPS for
it. He wants more though.
Was that Amumu smite? No, that was
Kane. That was Kane's smite.
So early game, we're seeing basically the lanes are going pretty much kind of as expected. I think the big thing was the Silas Camille swap. I feel like that's been very advantageous for the blue side of the map, just to have your lanes in slightly better positions.
And very aggressive jungling from Kane with that early invade into the early gank top, getting a lot of value there.
That was actually really important, yeah. The fact that Kane was able to slip into their jungle before minions even spawned.
Really rough guns for Aphelios here.
Ooh.
Severum and Graviton maybe could have got a snare there, but that looked doomed.
Now this play here, I think this is lethal.
I believe Ryze is, yep.
I believe Ryze is dead, and then Amumu attempts to salvage with the gank bot, but...
is also down. There's 3 bottoms chasing Aphelios.
Aphelios, you gotta run. You have the flash, but... Oh, that's next time flips. I wouldn't have flashed it either, because I thought that was the end of the range.
That was max range. That was
a maximum range stun. Really rough early game from Hudson. We're seeing about a 5k gold lead already in the first 5 minutes. This is not looking very pretty, but the game is technically salvageable. I feel like it's still early enough in the game where the blue side can still throw their lead very heavily if they misplay.
Shutdowns could help.
Yes.
Deficit, about a level down bot lane on our 80 carry. Top lane's looking roughly even in XP.
Yeah.
Mord has Mord died to a gank yet?
Mord, I think, died once. And that,
a really rough trade.
Really rough trade. My level 6 ticks for the Silas. I think it's lethal if he gets in again.
He can only really take
recall for the Mordekaiser, honestly.
Yeah, no TP as well. But
you don't get that dive. Now the lane's pushing back, actually. Or, no, it isn't. Never mind.
Not quite.
The wave was crashing, yeah. Ryze is aggressively using that W, and that is a window for the Camille to go in. Yes, I know this trade pattern like the back of my hand. Camille just goes in if Ryze gets W. That cage keeps you from leaving.
Beautiful flash.
Constantine played that actually really well, or at least the escape part of it really well. I would never burn your root easily against the Camille, but we see a bot lane trade. Flash burned out of the Senna, heal burn after the Aphelios. This is a really rough lane for bottom.
Yeah, they're not able to handle all this poke now with that early deficit. They're going to have to sacrifice a lot of farm.
Oh,
lands.
That is unfortunate. But yeah, the early game seems to be going very smoothly for Hebron. No dragons have actually been taken yet with the bot lane advantage. I feel like Kane is actually... oh wait, Herald hasn't spawned yet. It's not 8 minutes. So yes. I think Kane might be looking to hover topside and get that when camp whenever it spawns. Pick the Gromp, transition to Herald, blow these towers wide open so that your champions can spawn.
Oh, they're playing.
Flashlight. Amumu is here though.
Amumu is hovering.
They have vision of Amumu, but Amumu's only 5. I don't think they can turn the fight.
I think
they can try.
They're trying.
The Spanish shots hits. Let's go. The Lux is taken down, and that is exactly what we want to see. Rise is here too. The root lands. Ignite comes out. I think the Rise cleans this. Oh, that overload misses.
Just one more.
The Senate heal comes out.
Nice to Aphelios.
Gets a shutdown. That's exactly what you want to see as Hudson. That's actually so good for you. Getting gold onto your Aphelios and getting some gold on your Rise too. Did both go on to Aphelios, or
one to Amumu? First shutdown on Lux.
One to Amumu, yeah. But Aphelios getting a shutdown and just getting gold in your pockets in general, I feel like that's really important, and especially on this Aphelios, who I feel like is going to be a very strong win condition for your team, at least until Rise gets to be like 4 or 5 items. And ooh, a very rough trade in the top lane for Silas and the Mord. The laser,
that laser catches. So no.
Okay, Kane is getting some damage off on Senna. I think.
Coming.
I don't think you can escape that. You can't escape the Kane, who just R's and follows you exactly wherever you go. At that point, you just can't flash. You can't really do much from there.
Mord flash top.
I'm interested in seeing the items actually coming out right now. So we see a trade actually coming in. Silas first down. Amumu can't counter gank that, I don't think. Yeah.
He looks like he's gonna get caught though into a fight.
Amumu might get caught. There's a 2-level gap right here. Amumu is too tanky, I think.
Yeah, he can't dive now when Amumu
especially with Amumu R up. That's just a death wish if you want to try and dive into Amumu. At least that Amumu right now. A Q lands. This Lux is actually popping off with these Qs. Those stuns are just finding their mark. It feels like every single time.
Looks like in chat that the mental does look a little on the lower end for Hudson.
A little bit. We're seeing forfeit calls for 15 in all chat. Playful banter, maybe? I don't know. We will see. But yeah, we're Amumu looking for a gank mid lane.
I do believe he is in vision though with those minions.
We also see Kane starting up the dragon and potentially soloing it too with how much pressure he has. And it does go over. That burst damage is huge.
Senna walked into a trap, so that was a lot of damage.
That is so much shot. Yeah, following into the trap, Lux can just follow up with a Q. You're not escaping that. Okay, we see a root come out from the Rise coming mid lane. Does Caitlyn outplay this? Headshot, one in the chamber or whatever. I forget her ulti name off the top of my head. This Caitlyn is getting so much damage off just with her headshots and lethal tempo stacks.
That lethal tempo is fully proc to that fight.
Ace in the Hole is her ulti name. I forgot. But
Senna trying to pick up that kill, but sadly Kane's still in the area.
Not funny enough, it's a blue Kane. Yeah, this is a blue Kane who wants to end this game like fast.
Not a horrible idea given the immense early lead. Not a horrible idea.
Especially with exactly. With that early lead, none of the tanks are getting really strong yet. So the Amumu won't exactly be much of a threat because Caitlyn is already really high in terms of gold. I actually want to see, because we're seeing item purchases right now. Lux finished the Luden's Tempest. We see Caitlyn finishing Gale Force, and Camille actually opting to Trinity Force this game. Probably to one-shot squishies a lot faster.
Sure, man. Yeah, it looks like they are fully committing to ending this game early.
Yeah. Mordekaiser is caught in his own
shadow. Reverse shadow. Reverse
shadow realm. That doesn't. You don't win that though, unfortunately.
Oh, good dodge.
That from the Rise. Root comes out. Phase rush to get away. Perfect disengage combo from the Rise. I am a Rise main myself.
There's 3 converging. Lux with those impressive light bindings.
This is the highest ranked player on the team, and oh my, that combo. And they just have, blue team just has no mercy. They're going under towers. Kane can easily do that with his R, disabling the tower aggro on him. It's so easy to do this while you're ahead as the blue team.
They're very, very much so abusing their lead.
Absolutely. I feel like they've converted on it very well so far. I'm struggling to see a gap now where Hudson can really break this game open. It's a 13k gold lead at 12 minutes, which, if you're not familiar with the scene, is an enormous lead this early in the game.
They need a miracle. They need some miracles. Crazy team fight. Oh, and that's...
No.
Laser
doesn't want to connect. You have to be aware and be ready to sidestep those.
And this should be a clean dive.
That's a dive. I'm just gonna say right now. That's just a dive.
A little bit of disrespect coming out from the Silas too, emoting.
I feel like, yeah.
Caitlyn wants to try something, picking her ult.
I feel like if any ability lands on the Rise, if it's Caitlyn E, if it's Caitlyn Q, Caitlyn E actually sets up a headshot, Lux E, this Rise is dead. Oh, this Senna is also very dead.
Amumu just wasn't close enough to go in there, sadly.
I feel like even if he went in as the Amumu, Caitlyn still has Gale Force up.
Mm-hmm.
The Amumu probably won't be enough to really lock down the Caitlyn, even through... Well, with R, it's guaranteed. But
with R, they maybe have the damage to burst that down, but that's sadly...
Rise is at 10% HP, it's like... It's very difficult, I feel like, in this situation, to continue playing with the level head. Oh, Aphelios attempts to steal.
Yeah, you're getting proxed off your top wave, you're 3 levels down.
Yeah.
Senna is coming to try to help.
I was gonna say, Senna is here. It's a possibility they can turn this around, but the Silas steals Senna ulti to get the additional healing. Oh, the Silas actually, with the W healing, actually stays in. I think, did he take Triumph right there?
It looked like
Shadow Realm takes over. Amumu is waiting. Amumu, can you do it? Rise is on the way too.
Rise on the way.
Rise is on the way. W at the Krugs.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
the Krugs almost saving Silas.
And the Lux Laser!
Oh, she's trying.
I would have had a heart attack if I were that Amumu. Good thing you stepped out of the way.
This is some bloodthirsty game. We have people cross-map ulting, teleporting in.
Not had your laser there, that would be a kill. Oh, it's a kill anyway, because Caitlyn. It's a kill anyway.
Caitlyn is.
Rise is coming in at a very bad angle. They are very, very strong. You can't walk up to the Caitlyn Lux right now. If our observer, or Mr. Harris, could you hold tab real fast just to see the items?
Yeah, what does she have? Gale Force?
Well, I'm curious as to what items are on these champions right now. Oh my lord, that's just so much damage.
Does she have IE already?
No way she has IE already. I think it's Gale Force Collector right now.
Likely.
But it's very likely. Oh, the Lux Laser comes out again. These lasers are on such a short cooldown right now. This Lux probably has her Luden finished. There's probably CDR on the way. There's so much that this Lux can do right now. Just firing lasers at anything that hits. Oh.
That's a kill in the tower.
Power of the pick. Camille Q. You can't escape, however. The Camille just keeps you from exiting the zone.
Takes it with an auto.
This is a very bloody game right now, and will Mordekaiser die here? And the Senna just blows up right behind them.
That is a wipe.
I think if you're blue team, you just rush for the end here. There's all 5 members down. Amumu is the only one spawning, and now I don't think there's any way Hudson can stop this push.
And he has no ult. There's no way Amumu can hold back 5.
Yeah, 5 people, very fed members walking into your base. You can try for the final 5v5 team fight. Your Amumu ult is up right now, but you're getting poked out. But Aphelios dies instantly, however, which
and that pushes Rise back to base.
Well.
Both DPS forced out of the fight.
Amumu is going to try to stop this. Amumu walks in. Ulti misses the Kayn, actually.
Kayn dodging.
Kayn dodges it perfectly with the R. And Senna dies to the ace in the hole. Now I know the name. And I don't think Rise can clear this. Rise does not have enough damage this early in the game to even do much damage right now. He can get some roots off, but what else can happen?
Stole the realm warp into Fountain.
It's just Fountain diving at this point. I feel like
You okay? Okay, they get 1.
Amumu, can you get the Kayn? Can you get the Kayn?
It's 2.
That was a Gore Drinker on blue Kayn.
That's 3.
That's 3.
That's a lot of shutdowns.
That's a lot of shutdowns. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold. This Caitlyn is greedy. This Caitlyn wants the Aphelios. Okay, and now they decide to back off. However, this is still a 20k gold deficit. I don't think you're coming back from this game, but with those kills, it's very difficult. IE is finished. Lux finishes Void Staff. Silas?
Gale Force Silas?
Gale Force Silas!
I do think we might be seeing an AD Silas at the end of this game. Finally, Kraken Slayer comes out of Aphelios.
I don't know if that Kraken Slayer will be enough, though. Silas getting a stopwatch as well. This is a very precarious position. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm supposed to be a word genius. But that's a lot of souls dropping for the Senna here, as 2 super waves worth are dropping every single 30 to 45 seconds. So the Senna is stacking actually pretty fast, but I don't think it's fast enough.
Blue team clearing up the red side jungle.
Oh no, you do not want to be seen in front of this Caitlyn. And now, Kane, being blue Kane doesn't really shred him that fast, but Mordekaiser is cut through like butter by this Caitlyn. Locked down by the bandage toss? No. The second bandage toss, the ulti lands on the Camille. And
goes down.
Turret shot! The turret shot actually kills. Aphelios?
Ooh, Aphelios only hits from Silas.
It hits the Mumu, but...
Not enough damage from Aphelios, just not enough items on him to take down Caitlyn.
Open Nexus, 4 members up, Mordekaiser comes back, Mordekaiser gets nuked, and I think that's a 19-minute game.
I gotta give major props to the blue team Lux. A lot of amazing snares hit.
The blue team Lux did very well in that bot lane. I feel like all of the lanes did fairly well, like actually really well against their lane counterparts. But yeah, if we could look at the post-game screen, I'm kind of curious to see what items they ended at. So there's actually... The gold disparity is huge. Look at the damage share from that Caitlyn Lux. That bot lane is so much. 23, 1, and 11 finishing the game on the Caitlyn.
Surprisingly,
that's brutal.
Surprisingly, 6,000 damage coming out of Kane.
I was gonna say, the Kane didn't do as much damage as I thought he did. Huh. I guess it's only, he went Gore Drinker and Conqueror whenever he chose to go blue. I mean, I guess. But yeah, I'm wondering at this point, how do you improve for the next time if you're Hudson? If you're in this losing position, what do you think they should change up for the next run? Are there champion picks you want to see come out? Playstyle shifts? What do you think is the move for Hudson Esports coming up? What do you think should be an improvement?
It does look like they need to work on their out the gate opener, because they did allow that jungle invade just to sneak by under their nose,
right?
Which led to a lot of pressure going top lane immediately. They won enemy Raptors into enemy Red. I'm not sure if he took Krugs, but then he immediately ganked top at 245. That is a very quick gank that you don't expect coming, especially if you're blind to the invade. There's no way Mordekaiser would have seen that early gank coming out, and that led to him losing flash and a lot of HP and agency in lane.
With only 1 ward per champion whenever you're out of the gate, it's very difficult to find, I guess, just all of these different, gank locations early, especially if you don't know where the jungler's starting. I feel like if you're on Hudson, I'd send you... I saw the ward in the Pixel Brush on the top lane river. I wouldn't just leave it at that. I think you just physically stand in front of the Raptor camp. If you need to, you put your top laner right at the top lane try, and you just gatekeep the Kane from getting in. Because he can get in there. Q is a dash and can dash over walls. So...
You need bodies there too, I think.
You need bodies. The ward will do nothing, because Kane has too many entrances that he can go over. I guess in terms of laning... Or what else do you have? Sorry.
It does look like bot lane also needs to work on their game plan into these poke lanes. Granted, they did have a very, very unlucky early cheese. I can't remember if it was Senna or Aphelios that got caught right at the start of lane.
I believe it was Aphelios.
By Lux Q.
By Lux Q, because Aphelios burned Flash level 1. So,
yeah, burning Flash.
Burning Flash level 1 is very, despite that's a little bit hard to justify.
Hard to account for. Don't push your D key early.
But I feel like into those comps into the poke lanes of high range Caitlyn and Lux, Senna is a decent pick. I mean, I'm kind of just assuming that the champ pools are, infinite, but I guess in obvious terms they're probably not. You can probably only have like a couple champions that you play this as a handful. But in terms of playing that lane, just play around the fact that Lux can burn her Q cooldown, and it's on a 9 to 10 second cooldown level 1. If you can bait out that cooldown, Lux has nothing except for auto attacks. Caitlyn has headshot, but I mean, ideally you're focusing the Caitlyn at that point.
It is rough as a Fearless being outranged. Playing behind minions, warding those lane bushes. I actually wasn't aware how wards are being placed in lane itself. Trying to combat those sneaky Qs coming out from Lux. I
feel like a lot of more deep analysis would probably be good in just a whole replay of your game. I feel like at that point you can have all of your team look at, see where you are, figure out just where you're positioning yourselves at level 1, figure out, I guess, how you're playing your lanes. But I think for the mid lane commentary and seeing what I saw there, I don't think it was a terrible mid lane. I feel like with the switch up between the Camille and the Silas, it's, I mean, completely unexpected even by us. But you play the lane decently. Okay. Oh yeah. At that point,
we're being rushed out the door.
We're being rushed we're being rushed to get off stage. So our comedy act for me and Bassie, our comic relief is about to come to a close. We've had our fun. If you guys want us back, please let us know. And realistically, if you want any further analysis or tips, I mean, Basti and I are both college students, but at the same time, I'm sure, we'd love to offer a hand at some point or other. I don't know about if he's able to, because,
we know life this game.
We know life this game. We love playing this game. I've been playing this game since, like, freshman, sophomore year of high school. Basti's played it for longer. So we love playing the game. We love the theory about the game. It's just been a really fun experience. And yeah, if you guys ever need anything from us, I think at this point, I think Sebastian's going to join the Discord soon. But, yeah.
Well, best of luck to Hudson in the future. I do believe there are areas to improve and things to look back on, but there is still a lot of promise in this team. I have a lot of faith in their growth.
Yeah, I can absolutely agree. I guess we'll turn it back to you, Mr. Harris. Thank you so much for having us, and yeah, best of luck to everyone.